Alright, so if you guys didn't see my video yesterday, I made a video talking about the upcoming anime games that I'm extremely excited for. They're going to be coming out mainly this year and a few coming up out in a little distant future, maybe early 2024, maybe late 2024 in some cases. And one of the games I talked about was Blue Protocol. Now that list, this is probably the one I'm most excited for. I've been following this game for about, 3 years now? I think I've been following this game, maybe a little bit longer, and it's just been a game that I know I wanted to play, man. And recently they had a network test in Japan, and a lot of people got into it. I've watched tons and tons of hours of streamers, videos, breaking it down, and everything I'm seeing so far just screams, yes, give it to me now. It's like a SEO dream for me. If you guys watch Sword Art Online, if you guys like the anime, you want a game like that, you'll probably like this. This is kind of giving me those vibes. Is it exactly like that? Of course not, but I am definitely getting a lot of those vibes. So in case you are not familiar with Blue Protocol is a free-to-play, multiplayer online action RPG where you become a hero of your very own fantasy adventure, explore the beautiful world and dangerous world of Ragnas, in an immersive multiplayer experience with deep character customization and action-packed combat. At least that's what the developers are telling us on their website. Now, honestly, this game, I haven't played it, and we haven't seen all of it, but it's definitely... It says multiplayer online action RPG, but it definitely has a lot of MMORPG and MMO-like properties to it. A lot of properties to it. And the character customization, you actually can make a character right now. You can download the Blue Protocol benchmark, and you actually can make your own character that transfers to the main game right now. The character customization is cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not amazing. It's not bad either. But it's pretty cool. I wish we had a little bit more options, but so far I like it. Hopefully we get a lot more drip inside the game that can further take our customization to the next. Like I said, I can't stress this enough. This is a game I'm extremely excited for. Like, I've watched so much and I've just been so excited to finally get my hands onto it, which I haven't quite just yet. But we're gonna be getting Japanese release probably no later than June, because it's slated for spring, and so since the last day of spring is June 21st, we'll probably get around there. And I think global releases speculated to come out around fall. It's coming out this year, but I think a lot of people have been saying fall. I tried to find an exact confirmation of that. I didn't find it, but I've seen a lot of people saying that the devs have said fall 2023. But I couldn't find that, so take that with a grain of salt. But they did say, I did see the word say that it is coming 2023. This is a free-to-play game as well. I don't know if it's going to release it on console just yet. I do know they have really good console controller support, and I do know they have talked about cross-play, but I don't think console version has been slated just yet. It's probably going to come sometime in the future, as well as they haven't had a beta for that. We have our second beta on PC. I don't think they're releasing on console just yet. Now we're going to get 5 classes in this game. We'll break those down here. We'll talk about those here in a bit. We also have an anime intro that they add. I really want to watch that. We react to that and watch that here in a bit. I've seen a piece of it on Twitter, but I haven't had the chance to sit down and watch it myself. But like these 5 classes they got, it's interesting. So we got the first class. It's called the Blade Warden, which is gonna be like your tank class. Got sword and shield. Looks pretty cool. They're more beefy, aggro. Has like a parry mechanic. Looks pretty cool. Then you got the Spell Weaver, which is gonna be like your typical like mage class. You're throwing out. I think I see fire, ice, and lightning. You're throwing down different spells. Your mages. Big attacks. Big crowd control type of skills. And then you got the Twin Striker, which is a class I'm leaning towards right now. It's more like a Berserker class. I thought it was a rogue class at first, but it's more Berserker class. You have two big twin axes, and so it deals with a lot about building a combo meter, so just really dealing heavy combos, not getting like hit. Like when you get hit, like breaks your combo. The more combo meter you have, the more damage you do, and you got like lifesteal properties to it, and you deal like fire elemental. And then you got like the Foe Breaker, which is like your big hammer type weapon. It just deals like super chunky damage. It's gonna be your slow type of class, and it just deals big chunky chunks, like chunks thing. Like it's gonna be your heavy hitter, but it's gonna be pretty slow. Probably an off tank type of class as well. And then we have the King Strider. This is gonna be your archer class, but it's also going to be your primary healer at the moment. It does do healing. It doesn't do any insane healing. It's not a true healer. But it is going to give if it's off, it's going to be an off-road healer. Hopefully they add like a full healer one day, but this is definitely like your off-road healer type of class. But you definitely gonna want a King Strider until you can get like the hard content, because like I said, it is the only class right now that is going to be healing you, and there's no passive healing in game. There's only like potions, so HP is definitely going to be really important. Alright guys, so here we have the anime intro. Watching now, I think this actually comes up in game. I'm not really sure. Seeing a lot, I couldn't find like the official post of it, so maybe it's like people capturing it in game. But let's go ahead and watch this real quick. Now, like I said, I did see a little clip of it. This is like it's a 2 minute and 47. Sheesh. Before we get to it, like I said, I did see like a lot of like what I did see was like clips of people like showing off new weapons, and there was hints like these may be new classes. So I did see a lot of the new classes that potentially that people were showing off. The animation looked crisp. Like, I would watch this. Like, give me this actual anime. Like, for sure. This looks so good. Like, really high quality. Like, give us a little mini series. I wouldn't be mad. Let me know what y'all think. Like, we haven't gotten into the action yet, but overall, the art looks really good. Really, if you told me this was a real anime, I will believe it. Make it happen. I heard they got a good story for the game as well. So right here, okay, that was the first class we saw, right? This is the first new class that we saw. This guy right here, this twin striker, this twin spear dude. That's not in the game just yet. Maybe it's gonna be a new class. He's just a simple sword. Maybe he's a sword shield guy. I don't know. People say right there. Yeah, okay, dual sword guy, right? Girl. I don't know. Dual sword. That's twin swords. Like, we got twin axe, but we don't have twin sword. So maybe a future class right there. My type of class. We got the gunner. I'm praying we see a gunner. I personally like pistol classes more, but I'll take a blaster class as well. That would be fun as well. And then we got a holy class. I think looked like a holy type of thing. She just did. At the explosion, it didn't look really holy. Now, the big monsters we saw, these are like the raid. These are raid bosses that we've already seen to the game. So maybe we'll see more of those. There's gonna be our main primary, like fighting those things in the game. Yeah, they got like 30-man raids. Sheesh, yo, they are snapping on this, bro. I'm really curious about the story, bro. This seems like too much for them not to drop a miniseries. Like, there's no way they animated all of this just for the game. We have to begin a miniseries with this, bro. Like, this is voice acted, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we don't hear it. You know what I'm saying? But that's a lot of mouth movement for it not to be, you know, like, they're talking, they're conversating. They're not doing this just for to promote the game. There's no way, right? No way. We get a miniseries, right? It's like the main antagonist of the game right there. I don't know his name, but I have seen him in like some cutscenes. But it's like the main antagonist of the game. Freaking looking like Dante's triggers, stuff like that. What if we get like a trigger? We get like a demon trigger mode. That'd be pretty cool. Give us a demon class. That's a dagger? Dagger class? Dagger class confirmed? Hold on. That's all I want. Give me a dagger class. That's my favorite type of classes. But yeah, this is so good, bro. That's about the end of it right there. But yeah, that looks absolutely amazing. But yeah, overall, everything I've seen so far has looked really good. Obviously, I haven't played, so I can't give you anything. But fighting the monsters look really cool. It looked challenging. Like, I know it's like a lot of the monsters have like higher HPs and deal damage, so you really have to be actively dodging. It's not just like mass farming. I mean, especially like when you're fighting mobs around your level, or maybe you're a little bit weaker, you really got to be engaged. Well, okay, let me make sure I'm dodging. Like I said, HP is really important because it's no passive healing, and it's not a really great healer, so you just run on potions and stuff like that. So I don't know how hard it is to get potions. So fighting monsters, you know, you have to really, you know, unless you got a range class, you got to really be actively dodging and make sure you're doing that. One thing I did like, what I noticed so far, is that there's no gear. Like, there's no like chest piece, head piece, arm piece. There's none of that. Everything is tied to your weapon. I do like the fact that you can switch weapons. So like, I heard that people, after you get max level, so if I want to switch classes, I don't have to make a whole new slot. I can just switch weapon and grind that weapon over. So I did like that. That was pretty cool. But I am worried about build diversity. when it comes to, and then builder versus the optimization, I'm worried about like how far you can go. Like, can I build a crit build? Can I build a dex build? Can I build an attack build or defense build? You know what I'm saying? They had a lot of different stats. I'm just worried like, okay, how much can I build when I can't really only got one piece of gear? That's what I'm worried about. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully they got plans for that. They also have this little feature in game. I don't know the name. I think they're called images. I think they're called images. So you get like a battle image, and then you get like a passive image. Like, I don't know the name of it. So the battle image is, or maybe you can switch it now. But there's like two types of images, right? I don't know if you can put like two battle images or two inner images on. But basically, like, these images can give you like different skills, different passes. So like, you can, like, let's say I had like a dragon image. You know what I'm saying? I was dragon battle, I cast it in, the dragon comes down, breathes a bunch of fire into the world. Or if I had like an inner image, let's say I had like a I don't know, a Hulk. I had a Hulk image, you know what I'm saying? It gives me higher crit chance, or maybe higher chance to evasive, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe I evade critical blows or something like that, or give me more defense. They give you stats as well. So that is a different way to itemize, but I don't know how in depth it is. They also have mounts, and mounts look really good. They did make some changes like where mounts don't have stamina, so I can just really traverse around the map. There's no PvP, which I'm fine with as long as PvE is really fun. They had raids, like 30-man, giant, massive raids. They had dungeons, which we haven't seen like in-game dungeons yet, but so far what we're seeing looks pretty cool. They had like this arena mode, which I was hoping was going to be in this network test, the last network test, so we can see more in depth with it. But I think arena is going to be like one of your like an end-game kind of climbs, like with like group content, and trying to push arena mode. We had to see how it goes. It's not PvP arena, it's like a PV arena mode. So really curious about that. And so far that's really all I know, but I don't have too much in depth. So far I heard it's a pretty good story and everything. I've heard overall good things. I heard like some of the grind is pretty tedious, like getting some like the rare, so you gotta get like rare drops. Like, so like crafting gear takes like, so if I need, like, say I'm making this sword, right? I may need 10 wolf pelts, and I may need a cobalt skull. Now, the cobalt skull is every piece of gear is gonna need a rare drop. And I heard this rare drop can take anywhere between like an hour to 2, sometimes people saying 3. So I'm really worried about that. Grinding the gear, like I said, I can't really give full feedback on it because I haven't played it. But still, nonetheless, everything I'm seeing is screaming meat. Now, let's get into how I plan on making content. Like I said, making content on an MMORPG, I'm not really familiar with that. Like, I've only really made content on Roblox, and Roblox content is a lot different than content on other platforms. So this is gonna be something like new for me, trying to tackle content, and especially like an MMO. MMO is just different as far as content. It's like a lot of grind. So I do think I will plan on streaming this a lot. And I would have to just really see all the game guides and devs. Maybe we can do some builds. I don't know anything I can do like solo videos, so maybe like news. I don't know just yet exactly how I want to cover content, but I do know I want to be a part of this game. I do know I want to be a part of the community. I do know it looks really fun to play, so that's something I'm definitely going to be doing. So yeah, that's about it so far with Blue Protocol. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this game, something you guys are interested in. It's a free-to-play game, so I encourage you guys to try, especially for my anime fans. It's an anime game. If you like RPGs, you definitely should try this game out. It's going to be free to play. Why not? Anyway, that's about it for me. I'll catch you boys later. To my next one. I'm out. Peace.